Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And speaking of once again, here we go with the Three Stooges of California. You know what? No. Since they think they're better than everybody else and there's a different set of rules for us and the poor people down there, I'm going to call them the Three Bouges. The Three Bouges of California. That's Gavin, bang your wife Newsom, London Breed, the mayor of Needles and Shit, California, a.k.a. San Fran shithole. And then you have Eric, fuck your small business, Garcetti, the mayor of Los Angeles. So they were down at the football game in LA this weekend, and they were hanging out with celebrities and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. That's probably what they do with most of their time anyway, instead of rolling their sleeves up and getting to work and clean up these wet sacks of diarrhea they call their cities or their state. So they're hanging out with celebrities, which is fine. You know, I guess you're allowed to go to large events and stuff like that. I don't know what the criteria is to enter the stadium, but whatever. But I'll tell you one thing. They keep telling us that, oh, even if you got the poke, if you're in large groups of people, you know, sports venues and concerts and things of that nature, you should still mask up. Okay. So if they go out somewhere, being that those are the rules that they are setting, then, of course, they would have their mask on, correct? No, kids, you forget who we're dealing with. They are elitists. They are the Three Bouges. They don't give a fuck about us, okay? So they do what they want. I remember. It reminds me of a story. I got the black lung pop. Anyway. So my brother-in-law, we went to Colorado for his bachelor party, and it was real cool. It was in Breckenridge, and it was during the summer, so, you know, none of the ski shit was going on, but we did some rafting and shit like that, some paintball. And there were a few nights we go back to the resort where we stayed, and because it wasn't ski season, there was nobody there. It was like our group, and that was it in the whole damn resort. So we get to playing cards and shit and drinking and stuff like that, and we played some game. I think it was called Asshole. So you have a president, vice president, I believe, treasurer, and then beer bitch. All right. So of course, president, vice president are there in charge, and it goes down the line. If you're a beer bitch, anybody on that chain can tell you what they want, and whatever they say you got to do, then you got to do. So I can't remember how the game goes, but, you know, depending on what card you pull or whatever, your position, your title changes. So when I was president, I made one of the dudes in the group, every time I snap my fingers, and you have to do what they say. It ain't going to be like, you know, no weird, gross shit or nothing. It could be, but nothing too crazy. But whatever they tell you to do, you got to do it. So every time I snap my fingers, it don't matter if you're talking, if you're in the next room, if you're in the middle of cooking something, it don't matter. When I snap my fingers, you got to run to the window and yell out the window, "This is my pussy. I can do what I want." That shit was so funny. He would be in the middle of a sentence and I just go, stand up right there. "This is my pussy. I can do what I want." Oh, man, that was funny. Anyway, that's pretty much the attitude that the Three Bouges have. I can do what I want. You do what I want, and I do what I want. But that's two different wants. Do as I say, not as I do. So these three jackasses, these three monsters, these demons, and if you ever hear Gavin Newsom talk, he has like a raspy voice. I think that's because his vocal cords were scorched the last time he went and visited hell. That's what I think. So anyway, these three assholes are at the game, and they take a picture with Magic Johnson. You know, he's big in LA, Showtime, Lakers. He owns a lot of businesses down there, whatever. So they take a picture with Magic Johnson. But here's the thing, guys. I don't care if they hang out with celebrities and take pictures. We'd all take pictures with a celebrity we liked if we met him. But the thing is, they didn't follow their rules, guys. They weren't wearing masks. So you're at a sporting event with tens of thousands of people, not following the rules that you set. You say even though we're in those settings, we got to mask up. You don't fucking mask up. Half the time they were wearing a mask and half the time they weren't. But I would think standing next to Magic Johnson, you might want to wear a mask. Magic should have to wear a mask all the time. Man, what kind of stupid shit is that? How do we keep Nancy Pelosi, who is Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom's aunt, yes, check that shit out, that liver-spotted demon, that gargoyle that sits atop skyscrapers until nightfall, that mushmouth Dudley Moore impressionist. She is up for re-election. Who in the fuck is going to vote for her to stay in office? And you know they will. This is California. Fuck you, Marin County and San Francisco, because you're going to be the ones responsible for putting that monster back in office. But there's no fear of consequence. It's just like children. If there is no fear of consequence, your children will run rampant through your home. They will disrespect you. They will do whatever they want. They will be messy. They will destroy shit because there's no reason not to. Nothing's going to happen. So same thing with these idiots. Just like, what was his name? Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer. He always says, you have to be the pack leader. Okay? You have to be the pack leader. If you're not the pack leader, they will be the pack leader. So we need to do that. We need to make these people accountable, like not putting their asses back in office. We had that, man, every time I think about that shit, it makes me mad. We had a chance to get Gavin Newsom's stupid ass out of office. Hell no. California stood fast in their stupidity, in their liberalism, and put that jackass back in office. This could be some vindictive teenage girl type shit. Maybe he's just getting back at us because we had the nerve to challenge his authority. We broke one of the cardinal rules and gazed upon his face and questions his all-knowing knowledge. Maybe he's getting us back. I don't know. And this isn't his first time, people. Remember the French Laundry, that expensive-ass French restaurant up in Northern California? Sitting there literally elbow to elbow with the medical professionals in California who set these rules in place. No mask. And he says, oh, I made a mistake. I should have stayed home. Yeah, dumbass, you did make a mistake. Mayor London Breed going to a damn Tony concert with her no mask. And she even said, I'm not going to take my mask down and drink and put it back up and take it down and eat and put it back up. That's annoying. Yes, dumbass, it is. That's why we don't want to fucking do it. It's annoying and stupid. But for them to get out there, not only to break their own rules, but to take pictures and document it. Here you go, Californians. Here's what we think of you. Basically, they should just get a mask. You know, the ones that kind of sit off of your face a little bit so you got some space. It should just be this all the time. When he speaks in front of the podium, people of California, his raspy, hell flame scorched voice. When London Breed gets on TV, people of San Francisco. When Eric Garcetti gets on TV, people of Los Angeles, this is what it should be. Because this is what they're doing when they take their own rules and shove them up our asses. But then expect us to do this as they crush our buildings and force our children to wear masks to school. So my 6-year-old and my 10-year-old got to sit there all day with the energy of a hummingbird on methamphetamine with a cloth over their face. It pisses me off when I have to pick them up and they're outside and still got the mask on, like they forgot to take it off because it's so ingrained. This is what they might as well have in front of their face when they speak to us. So you think I care more about you than my child? Don't make me choose. So our kids got to sit there all day like this. Can't breathe in the classroom, but they get to go to their sporting events and hobnob with other rich elites and don't have to do that shit. When are we going to do something about that? That's the question of the day. But you know what I'm about to do with the rest of my day? I'm about to get some shit done, finish up my studio, and go hang out with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.